Hi there, this is Matthew Boyle. Thank you so much for visiting my channel today. And I want to teach you how to play the language learning card game Heading into Language Land right here in the online version. This game will be available in several versions. The online version, which you can play online anytime, anywhere with anybody. The print and play version, which you can print out, cut out, and play with at home, and also the professionally printed quote unquote real decks, which I ship anywhere in the world. But today we're going to focus on this one, and I'm going to teach you how to play the game. So this could be a really useful tutorial video. I hope you will subscribe to this channel, like this video, maybe save or download this video because it's going to be really valuable to you. You're going to come back to watch it again and again. This is a game that's designed to make your language learning truly unforgettable. And as many fans and prior customers of my games have already said, this is much more than a game. It's really a world which is going to draw you into it and make you want to learn languages. So how do we start to play? How do we set this up? Well, this game, I will send you the virtual deck file, and you have to upload it to a blank room on playingcards.io. That's the name of the website. It's like a virtual tabletop simulator, playingcards.io. You upload the deck, and it appears just like you see here. Everything's ready to go. Now, I've prepared 4 cards on the board already because I want to show you these key different types of cards, but that's the only thing I changed. Besides that, everything, as you see here, is what you will see when you first open the board. Okay, and then whoever logs into the room with you, you're going to have a room link that you can share. There's a little share button over there. You can share it to your friends. They can also join into the room. And you're going to need a way to talk to them. This website doesn't have a live chat box or live video or anything like that. So you're going to need to open up a Zoom call with them, or a Google Hangouts, or a Skype call, or even just FaceTime them on your phone. Use your phone. You need a way to at least talk to them and hear them, if not see them, while you play this game. And then you also might want to open up an online translator like DeepL or Google Translate, so you can check the words that are coming up and really learn while you play. Now you're going to want to choose where you sit. You can click the Sit Here button. That selects your seat. And when you do that, all the other vacant seats are going to disappear. But if someone's sitting in another seat, you're going to see their seat and their points and their cards always. This is really cool because all the changes to the board happen in real time. So you choose where you want to sit. If I choose this here and I sit here, you see all the other chairs, all the other seats go away. If you chose another one, we'd still see your stuff there. But anyways, let's just choose one. You can choose a pawn. Let's say I want to choose red. I think you might be able to change your name, but that's not really important. Anyways, you choose your pawn. The life points, the longevity points, we call them in this game, basically just points, but the longevity points automatically start on 3. You need 10 points to win the game. If you ever fall to 0 points, you lose the game. And then you need to choose your starting character. Let's say I choose Metamet. Okay, everybody needs to choose their starting character. And then you need to build the board. You're going to pull cards from the deck. They're going to be face down. Actually, these ones I should have face down for you already. I just prepared them because I want to show you the different card types. But all the cards will be random, and they will all be face down, and you put them into the grid. These are the different spaces that you can move to and move around. You're going to encounter and discover different things. You're going to get a chance to battle other players. It really has a fun discovery and exploratory element to it. Okay, so I've got my starting character, my points are on 3, I've got my pawn. You start off the board, so just put your pawn on the side here. And when you start, you have to flip over the card where you want to move to. You don't roll the dice and move right away. The very first thing, and this is critical, is you flip over the card that you intend to move to, but you don't get to move yet. And you always can move to cards that are right next to you. If you're off the board, you can enter on any card on your side of the board. Once you're on the board, you can move to any card next to the current card that you're on. Okay, so let's say I want to move to here. I will flip that card over, and I will see that, oh, it's a character, and it's a character with a name in the same color as my starting character. They both have names in white. Characters with the same color names are allies. Characters with opposite color names are enemies. If you encounter an ally, you need to roll the dice and speak about a category from the ally card. In this case, it's number 2. So I need to say the name of a book or a type of book in my target language. If I can do that successfully, then I take the ally onto my team, replace the card on the board, move to there, and I gain 1 longevity point. That's like a successful turn right there. Now, if I couldn't do that successfully, then the word wizard would stay on that space. I would flip word wizard back over. I would not get to move my pawn, and I would lose 1 longevity point, and my turn would be over. Okay, now let's go to the next card. I want to move to here, so I flip this over. I see it's a pickup. It's a sword. Okay, in that case, I need to roll the dice and speak about a category on the sword card. I got a 2, so I have to say a type of wound, like a scratch, maybe a concussion or a laceration, something like that, maybe a bruise. If I can do that successfully, I take the sword card onto my team. I refill the empty space on the board. I move my pawn. I gain 1 point. Okay, I hope you're starting to see and get a sense of how we do this. Let's do a few more. There's a few more main card types. Okay, next we might encounter a location. So for the location, I roll a dice and I speak about a category on the location. And this, I got a 3. Okay, so I have to say the name of a type of antique, like maybe a Victrola or something like that. If I speak about this location successfully, then I get to move into the location. You do not take location cards. If a location is turned face up, it will stay there in the same position, face up, forever. And players may want to move to different locations in order to strategize, because you get special benefits when you move into them. For example, here, if you enter word haven, you get to look up the definition or translation of one word. Okay, so again, locations, you don't take them. They always stay face up on the board where they are revealed. Now, the last example card is an enemy. We know it's an enemy because the name is in the opposite color as my starting character. Remember, my starting character's name was in white. Here, this character's name is in black, so we know they are enemies. This, when you encounter an enemy, that is going to be different from all the other card types we've previously encountered. When you encounter an enemy, or when you battle another player in the game in a head-to-head combat, you need to roll the dice and refer to the categories on any of your team cards. So that is like your team is going to fight. So again, if you encounter an enemy or another player in battle, you refer to the categories on any of your team cards. Now I got a 5, so I can speak about number 5 on Metamet, Word Wizard, or sword. I can choose number 5 on any of those cards. So as you can see, the more cards you have on your team, the more options you're going to have. I can say a famous quote in my target language. I can say a superhero power, like invisibility. I can say the name of a sword, like Excalibur. If I can do that successfully, then I have beaten the enemy. When you beat an enemy, you cycle them. They go to the cycle pile. You replace the card on the board, you move to that space, you gain a point. Oh, did I get 1, 2, 3, 4? I think I got 4 points now, so I should be maybe up to 7. Okay, so you proceed in this way, you move around the board. Now, look, if there's another player here, oh, this maybe I need to work on this. The pawns shouldn't be on top of each other. I need to change that. But let's say that you are here and I want to move to here to battle you. If that happens, I roll a dice and look at the word categories on any of my team cards, and then you also roll the dice and look at that number on any of your team cards. If we both pass our word categories successfully, then we go to a roll-off. And for the roll-off, you roll a dice, first of all, and add that number to the number of your team cards and to the number of your longevity points. That will give you your total strength number, and whoever has the higher total strength number wins the battle. Winner of the battle gains a point. Loser of the battle loses a point and gets knocked off the space. They have to go back to their side of the board. If it's still a tie after a roll-off, then the attacker automatically wins. Remember, first person to 10 points wins the game. And if you ever go to 0 points, you lose the game. All right, so that's a basic explanation of how to play. Oh, I forgot, you should move, these are all the starting characters up here. This helps you pick your starting character right away at the beginning of the game. After you do that, you should put those back into the deck and then shuffle the deck. Okay, they're back in there now. Sorry, my internet's loading a little slowly. But you would put those characters, you want them back into the deck. After everyone picks their starting characters, put those guys back in, shuffle the deck, okay? Now, once you've played the game like this, maybe you want to play again, just hit the game reset button, and that gets you ready for a whole new game. There you go. So, hope this helps. What we did not get into today is all the special power texts that the cards have. If you want to keep the game really simple, just play by the basic rule set and ignore all the power texts on all the cards. The power texts are the sentences directly below the 4 word categories. But if you want to make the game really complex and strategic, then you can start to use and incorporate all of those special power texts on all of the cards. There's so much more to this game, guys. It will take you a little bit of time to learn. If you really want to go deep, you need to read the rulebook PDF that I have. And then one more thing that I should mention is if you roll a 1 or a 6. If you roll a 1, your opponents get to choose your category. And if you roll a 6, then you get to choose your category that you speak about. So 1 is kind of like an unlucky roll, and 6 is kind of like a lucky roll. Okay, I think that's about everything, as concise as I can put it. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments section below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you back here next time. Bye-bye for now.